the champion mindset, how to execute, develop that dog, and the art of being a savage. So, what is the champion mindset? The champion mindset essentially is having a mindset where you know you can win. You don't look back, you don't do all the conventional things that are done in society because you know that losing habits create a losing life. You always look for a way to win. You always look for a way to make it to the next level. A lot of people with certain habits, such as like smoking and drinking, like it's like nobody knows, so it's okay, right? Or just a little bit, right? But champions are not asking what's wrong with something, how much they can get away with it. They're looking for what's right with it. What can I do right to make my life go forward? We are willing to sacrifice who we are for what we could become. God will qualify us for who we say we want to be. There's a saying that says, God doesn't call the qualified, but God qualifies the call. To sacrifice is to make sacred. Whatever you're sacrificing for, whatever it is, you're making that thing sacred. And we will be qualified in the form of challenges to get us to the next level. The first section is going to be how to execute. So within that, we're going to talk about speed of implementation. What is that? So when you learn about something, how fast are you going to apply it? Because we don't want to just walk around as human filing cabinets. We must apply. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge applied is power and wisdom. The number one form of knowledge is our own experience. Next is how to be a great decision maker. Decisions, if you take a look at that word, it's Latin. De is deriving, and side means to cut off. So it's essentially to cut off anything except that possibility. The thing is that most of us are just hoping, we're just wishing something would happen, instead of making a firm decision. Because when you make a decision, it's already done, just a matter of time. And the thing about decisions is that you want to make them quickly, but change them slowly. But what most people are doing is they're making very slowly and they're changing them very quickly. So they don't really know what they're doing, and their results reflect that. Next, we're going to get to temperance. Temperance is the ability to manage your mind and emotions in any circumstance. Not much is more powerful than that, because if we can manage our mind, we can manage our reality. The more we can manage our mind in a circumstance, the better we're going to be able to execute. Next session is how to develop that dog. First of all, what is that dog mentality? Essentially, it's just the mindset of the do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to get the goal. So how do we develop that? First one is no retreat, no surrender. This is about having a goal in your heart that you know is yours. You must go for it. When we fail at something, failure is essentially just feedback. We're always going to have challenges and obstacles that come up, but obstacles are just opportunities to adjust. Don't adjust the goal, change the approach. Just because something's not working out doesn't mean that you change the goal. So the only way that you should actually change that goal and actually change the course is if it's no longer in alignment with your current, when you truly know that it's no longer something for you, or that it's common sense to do so. Otherwise, it's not quitting, it's not a form of surrender, it's a form of making an intelligent decision towards your future success. Number 2 is do hard shit. When you do hard things, what's going to happen is you're going to become hard. Challenges truly do make you stronger. The more hard things you can do, the more hard things you're going to be able to take on. Recently, I went on a 5-day bone broth fast, right? And this is a very challenging thing. And the reason why I did this is for mental resilience. Like, there's a lot of health benefits that come from that, but primarily character development is why I did it. Doing things like this will build character for everything else that you do in life. Knowing your why is akin to knowing your purpose. When things get hard, what are you going to call on? Those with a why can endure almost anyhow. A common one is doing it for your loved ones. One person's obedience is connected to so many other people's destinies. What we do can have a significant impact on other people, and if you don't have a why, you're going to get knocked down every single time. The last section here is called The Art of Being a Savage. We're all going to have moments in life that we're going to need to demonstrate courage. The question is, are we going to answer that call? Because it's not that courage is the absence of fear, but it's having that fear and doing that thing anyways. In the moments of courage is when our destiny is forged. It's like a muscle that is developed with practice. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Up next is born to lead. The reality is we're all born to lead. It's not just a fixed character trait. It's something that can be developed, something that can be trained. First we make our habits, then our habits make us, because we are what we repeatedly do. And real leaders become leaders not by so much what they say, but how they do and how they live. The last one here is free your mind. You must free your mind of all your insecurities, your fears, your limitations. And you must let go of who you think you're supposed to be and become who you really are.